Welcome back, everyone. Today we are doing an Epic Universe construction update. Right behind us is Epic Universe, which means we're going to be boots on the ground here to show you everything that's going on. I haven't seen anything going out in the distance yet, but hopefully as the night goes on, we'll be able to see some stuff. I know that the sign was lit up before, at least in the evenings. I don't know if it is going to be as we pulled in today. It was not, so we'll go ahead and see what that looks like as the sun is setting, as you can see behind us. But we are at Stella Nova right now. If you haven't yet, make sure to check that video out. We focus so heavily on the resort. I didn't want to kind of combine everything with the construction and everything happening at Epic and then the resort itself. I think it would have just been too long. So today is full-blown focus, Epic Universe and everything like that with all the construction. So let's start by just taking a walk out onto Epic Boulevard and kind of heading out that direction and showing you what that might look like if you are staying at one of these hotels. Now there is a bus that just pulled in. It is one of their electric buses, by the way. It makes almost no noise. A lot of people have tested out the actual bus route, how long it takes to go from Stella Nova to Universal Studios City Walk, and I think it's right around 9 minutes or so. But what I want to do is I want to head this direction and just show you what the walk might look like as you are kind of heading out here and heading out to the street. And that is where we are heading, out to Epic Boulevard. They do have one of those, like, what we would assume you find on like college campuses and things like that, where you can like push it for help. So they have it out here. It's a little assistance right back here. So this might be some sort of drop off or for the buses. I don't really know, because the buses are going all the way up front. So I don't really know what this little area is for technically, but they do have assistance. So if you guys are out here, I'm not going to click it obviously, but you can click it if you need. Either way, we're going to keep heading this way. Actually, can you guys see? Definitely looks like Helios is really lit up right now. And we can see the back of Donkey Kong right now. Let me pull my phone out and see if we can get some good visual. Yeah, so right here, that sign says buses. So I don't totally understand what is the deal here, because the buses currently are going all the way up front. So I do still assume this is where the buses will be, maybe when Epic does open. Maybe since there's not too much going on right now, they're kind of keeping this available. Also, there's apartments right there. And Nicole and I were wondering, like, do you think they'll like jack up their rates? You know, because they're so close to Epic? I don't know. But imagine living there for a few years, and then all of a sudden your rent like doubles. Now, it's not going to be the most exciting walk as you are making your stride through here. It's just kind of a long straightaway, but you can see the Kronos Tower all the way out there, and we'll get a closer look. Oh, I do see Stardust going out in the distance. They are testing. Now, the walk to get over here, I would say, is probably about 5 minutes. I did start the timer, but we stopped a few times to record a few things, zoomed in way out there. So I would say it's probably about 5 minutes from the front to this street out here, which is where we're heading. And I don't know how close you need to get to actually get in the park, and we'll take a look. The welcome sign is actually off to the right over there, but that's still kind of a distance. So I think you're gonna be able to walk just across the street here. And there we go, Epic Boulevard. We are in front. There's the Kronos. I don't know if it's lit up. I think it's lit up over there. You can see Stardust right over there. Lots of people hanging out. Also, the cop is here because you can't actually go this way to continue through. I think this is for Terra Luna. As you go through, I think it'll take you around the other side. And I think you can kind of wrap back. This is the way the buses actually go. They'll take a left, but nobody else, I think, can actually go through this way. Oh, you can actually also see like the top, I think, of the carousel right there. Let's see if we can zoom into some stuff. I did see Stardust going, so let's see if we can get another zoom in. Now Stardust went right there. There's kind of a spot to the left. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to point it out right. Ooh, there. They just went over. Let's see if they come again. So the stars are blinking. If you guys ever played the Mario games where they're kind of like, means you're kind of like powered up, you can kind of see them there. I'll zoom out a little. Oh, it's me. Yeah, so a lot of stuff is kind of happening right here. Again, you can see the lights on the stars. That off to like right in the center of the screen, that should be the carousel, I think. And then you have Helios kind of like to the left of it. You have Bowser's head right over here. That's all red, but it's cool to see those stars blinking. We have a decent view of the Helios here. If I zoom in, it starts to become a lot more blurry, but we can see the lights are on over there. It looks pretty good. I love to see that. But yeah, Stardust was right out here. Let me see if I can view it. I watched him come right over that hill, and they were just blue and purple. It looks so cool. So as you can see, here's the buses. They are able to turn left here, and then everybody else has to go that way, except for the construction workers. There are construction workers that are leaving right now too. So this is some of my confusion. We have Stella Nova over there, which also looks great. The lights are lighting up back there. We have a beautiful sunset in the background. So this is an awesome shot, by the way. But you have Stella Nova here, and the crosswalk is pretty easy here. But to go all the way across, that's what I'm kind of worried about. But it does look like they have a crosswalk over there. So I think you're gonna have to cross on that side. I don't think you can actually cross on our side right now, because I do see on the ground they have the crosswalk. And then I think you're gonna walk straight across, and then you're gonna end up kind of just like wrapping around, because this is a bus terminal right here. These are all bus terminals. There's so many right over here. It reminds me a lot of City Walk, like how they have so many different ones. So those are all terminals right there that I imagine they're gonna do drop-offs, or potentially even like rideshare could be there too. But again, the Kronos, it may look kind of far from like the camera's point of view, but that's not that far. It is not far at all. So I think you're gonna be able to walk straight in from a direction over here. I think that's how this is gonna work. There goes the construction team. More and more construction going about. That's why I'm so like, I don't know. Let's talk about the previews really quick, because this is happening, right? We just saw the construction crew leaving. Let's talk some of the previews. So we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the preview rumors. I was gonna say the rumors, because it is rumors, but it is rumored that they are starting team member previews potentially as early as February 15th. I don't know if that's true. I heard by the end of the month. It definitely seems like it could be the case that they are starting these previews. I think we're gonna start hearing announcements for annual pass holder previews in the next month. I would say in the next 30 days, we will start to hear something. Not necessarily we'll be able to like get a spot or anything, but I do think we're going to start hearing about AP previews in the next 30 days to some capacity. Again, these are rumors, but a lot of people and a lot of trusted people are coming out and talking about this. So I would pretty much say it's pretty confirmed by, oh, I see Stardust going right now too. Oh, they're dueling. It's purple and blue. It's so cool. God, that looks awesome. But I do think we are going to be getting previews very soon. Obviously, I'm gonna assume we're gonna have top execs, people that are like much higher up in, you know, Epic Universe construction and inside the Universal sphere. They're gonna be the first ones that are gonna be here. Then I think it'll eventually kind of trickle down into kind of the everyday team members that are doing pretty much everything else as far as the operations of the park go. But I do think they'll start with a lot more management and things like that, higher ups, and then it'll start to trickle down and work. From what I am seeing, there's a Starbucks that is open inside of Epic Universe that the team members can use. So that team is there providing Starbucks. There they go. Oh, wait, there's only one. No, we didn't get to see the second one. That was just the purple one. Dang it. As soon as I cut the video, the blue one came afterwards. So they're not totally synced up. From what I heard, they're very well synced. I assume they'll be, you know, dang near perfect right now, considering how advanced technology is. But that was super cool to see, again, them going by. But the first time I saw them, they were full-blown dueling. That time they were off a little bit. And I'm sure they're just testing certain things. They're not necessarily testing how in sync it is. But let's head up to the front. Let's go see if we can see the signage up there. But it's super cool. If you guys haven't yet, you know, if you're staying at Stella Nova, this is a very cool area to just kind of like walk and be in front. You can hear the sounds, like I said, from Donkey Kong. It's roaring. You can hear like the Donkey Kong roars. And I'm assuming that's from the ride. There's kind of that launch portion where they go upward. So I think it might be from that. You can see a lot of the lights here from Epic. Once this is open, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more lights here too. And just like being here, just like, I don't know, it makes me just like giddy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be able to like walk in and be inside of the park. And I know everybody says that, but it's just like when you are here and you're this close, I mean, we're literally like across the street. This is Epic Boulevard right here. And like right there, that's Epic. I mean, we're, I don't know, 40 feet from like the property. Granted, like we're on Epic property, whatever, but still, this is crazy. I don't know. I mean, we're so soon, and I can't wait for previews. So again, I did mention the previews there, but we'll see. And obviously, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be releasing all of the information as soon as we find out. I will share it with you guys, letting you guys know that AP previews are coming, especially because I'm assuming it's going to be a time slot situation where you're going to have to like sign up and it's going to be a battle. And we saw what happened when Epic Universe tickets went on sale for pass holders, the single day tickets. So I'm going to assume it's going to be even crazier than that, because this is like, I assume, going to be free. I have no idea. I know no information. So don't take anything that I say, you know, with 100% certainty, take it with a grain of salt. But I want to show you guys something. I keep looking off to the side. Something over at Helios Grand. I don't know if it's a clock or something, but there's this big like ball. It kind of reminds me of like Iron Man's heart. So right there, do you guys see like that little like circle? I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think it's a clock now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, but it's definitely something. But it looks cool. Let's zoom out just a little bit for you guys. It's kind of the view that you can see. I don't know. Helios looks so cool. I'm so excited to do it. And again, we will be covering it for you guys. I think the first or second week there of June, we have a stay, and we'll show you what it's like going into the park straight from the hotel. There is definitely a lot of sounds happening, specifically right over here inside of Nintendo. And again, if you guys are staying at Stella Nova and Terra Luna, you are like right by Nintendo. So I don't know if there's gonna be multiple entrances or how that's gonna work, but again, you are like across the street from it, and we can hear the roar coming from Donkey Kong, and then we can also hear like there's like a thumping or something happening right over here. Not like construction thumping, like it sounds like stomping almost. So I wonder if that's like Bowser or something. I don't know, but it's super, super cool. And the lights, and what a perfect night for it. Like the light is just great. Look at the background right there. The sunset is just looking so cool. This is like the best, I don't know. It feels great right now. Weather's also super good. And speaking of weather, I'm sure when Epic does open, you know, May 22nd, I'm sure it's going to be hot because it's just, I know it, it's gonna happen, but it's all right. As we're kind of walking this direction, so you can see right over there, it looks like there's a massive parking lot, and there's a sign there that says valet parking and bus parking.
Valet.
So I wonder if they're gonna have valet here for pass holders too, like included, or I'm sure just in general valet. But it looks like the parking lot is going to be just absolutely ginormous. It kind of goes all the way around too. My guess is though, if you're parking like all the way in the back, you could have a hike all the way in. So keep that in mind. Maybe we'll kind of cover that on, you know, at some point, not opening day, obviously. And I guess unless we have horrible parking. But yeah, I think like it's gonna go all the way back there. And if you can park way, 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 way out in the distance, and the entrance is over here by the Kronos, that is a haul. So be ready to, yeah, walk like a mile or two just to get in, it feels like. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what the like visual of the actual parking lot is, but like way, way out there, you could see there's lights and it's just all like parking. And I think a lot of construction workers are there right now. But yeah, that is crazy. Also another great view of Helios from here. And I wish I could get the sounds from the kind of just the whole area inside of Nintendo. Like just Donkey Kong is going wild with the sounds. All right, so right beyond that car, the sign there, you can see it's not lit up at all. So they don't have them lit today, unfortunately, so we can't show you that. I was trying to come up here to show you, but not today. We made it over here to Universal Studios City Walk, to be fair. Both parks are closed. They closed at 7 p.m. today. My guess is there's a private event going on, but we're gonna grab a bite to eat and kind of close out everything for our construction video here for Epic. It's actually for MegaCon. So MegaCon is this weekend right now, and they said the entry is through Island, so that makes more sense why we are seeing so many people coming in and the park's closed early. We finally just checked out the Cursed Coconut Club. It is loud in there, so couldn't really do too much, very much bumping. But also, look at this like troll head. Reminds me of something that would have been inside of the Goblin's Feast last year, like the giant monster. It's kind of fun looking though. I like what they did. Really cool inside, by the way. Really, really do a good job decorating the Coconut Club. Let's go take a look at some of the construction down here. This is why I wanted to come this way though. And it does look like lights are on. Maybe they're doing some work in there. Seems like we have a lot of enclosed areas. So construction does seem to be coming along. Let's hope we see something more popping up in maybe the next month or two. I wonder if they're gonna try and line this up with Epic to kind of like have everything kind of rolling here at City Walk and then obviously over at Epic Universe. But I mean, they're doing, you know, some work over here. Not the fastest, I don't think. But overall, it looks like the inside looks to be cleared from what I can see back there. Again, a lot of the walls are kind of closing everything in. We kind of have shape and structure to the top there where I think the signs are going to go. So I think we'll start to see a lot more here, maybe next month or so. I don't know how much more we'll see out here. Still a lot of construction equipment out here, but yeah, overall, I would say give it another month and hopefully we kind of see some stuff. I can even see up there, it's like paint buckets and stuff sitting on top. So looks like they're gonna even redo that little lip right there next to the like Cinemark sign. That is it for you guys here with the Epic Universe construction updates and a little bit of City Walk. Again, it's closed inside. I wanted to head in, and then we saw that the park closed at 7. Again, both parks, but I think it was because of MegaCon. They were directing a lot of people here, a lot of cosplay here. And yeah, so I imagine that was kind of it. And again, if you guys do want to see more content like this, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed hanging out with us over at Epic and Epic Boulevard and the whole shebang as we covered a lot of the construction. And again, hopefully we do get some previews soon. Again, we don't know, but let's hope. Either way, thank you guys again so much for being here.